Jiricho, what are you? Vivian asked. Currently, I'm a makeup artist. He pressed the thread on her eyebrow. No, Vivian shouted as he plucked out the hair. I'm dying, she shouted as tears dropped from her eyes. Is it first time you're getting your eyebrows done? He asked, but she had lost her sanity due to all the pain. Zero pain tolerance, he smirked. I have a lot of pain tolerance. I don't need to hear that from you, she said. He gave an evil smile and threw away the thread. Fine then, I'll wax it. We got 2 hours till soon. I should be done by then. He looked into his watch. Wax? She said as he applied a hard, sticky yellow fluid on her hands. He gave her a handkerchief. Stop it in your mouth, he said. Why? Just do it. She did as told while he pressed a tissue like paper over her hands. Take a deep breath. I aren't pregnant, she said. Oh, honey, you have no idea, he said with a smirk and pulled off the paper swiftly. What followed after that was supersonic high-pitched shriek that filled the entire penthouse. The glass windows were almost scattered and everyone looked at that dressing room. There were more screams heard, but in interval, what is he doing? Kirito asked. She sounds like she has been brutally fucked. Kirito wanted to laugh at his cellmate joke, but he restrained from doing so. Don't worry, leave it to Jiricho. He's a professional. Mr. Scrapton assured Kirito, who didn't care anyway. Vivian was covered in sweat. Can we stop now? She asked. Jiricho kept the wax kit aside. Now I'll do your eyebrow. Will it hurt? A lot. Skip it. It's okay. You're already hurting. A bit more won't make a difference. He said, and those words hit her right where they shouldn't have. Do you think I deserve this pain? No, nobody deserves pain, but they need it to make them hard headed. That's a nice way to put it. By the way, Jiricho, you don't look Japanese. Are you foreigner too? She asked as he did her eyebrow. Well, kind of. I'm from Germany. Where you from? Well, I'm from far away. I bet you haven't even heard the name of that place. Are you away from your family too? She asked. He looked at her and smiled. Well, yeah. You must miss them, right? Not really. We aren't that close. I see. I miss my parents a lot. I want to go back home once. She closed her eyes. Jiricho smiled. When the first snow hits the ground, your wish will come true. The smell of wet grass and the fields, the sensations when you sleep not on the bed but the grass. I can hear the bells of cows from far away. My cheek feels wet. Vivian slowly opened her eyes and looked at the blue sky. A cow was eating her hair beside her ears. She shouted as she got off. She looked around and saw other cows gazing throughout the green land. No way! She looked at the cow who was earlier chewing her hair. Betty, I'm in Germany? Betty mowed and hugged the cow. Then she ran towards the tree barefoot. As I thought, the feeling of having grass beneath you is better than any magical stairs. She ran down the fields to the lake she used to bathe in. She jumped into the water and suddenly everything turned dark. A small snowflake moved towards her and melted as she touched it. She was back into the dressing room all by herself. She looked into the mirror. She looked perfect. Her hair was all well done and her outfit was long, light pink Japanese dress decorated with white pearls. Her pink hair decorated with pink flowers and therein curled. Her eyebrows were properly done and her lips looked fuller and glossy. Suddenly, the door behind her opened, and instinctively she said, Jiricho! Miss Arya, the set is ready. We'll be starting the shoot within the next 5 minutes. The head photographer is calling you. A boy said in Japanese, Yes, thank you. She bowed to him and followed him out of the dressing rooms. Really? What are you? You're more human and at the same you are not. She thought as she walked through the halls. Meanwhile, Juricho stood overhead, pressing his chest against the railings, looking at her walk towards the cameraman. I'm the magic you have earned. He smiled as his blue eyes turned grey. So, sing this song of praise. Vivian came inside the studio and stood before camera. Everyone stared at her with her mouth wide open. The makeup artist did a good job, Mr. Scrupton said to the Kirito. Kirito ignored him and just stared at Vivian, who was smiling and talking to the photographer. He was giving her instructions while Kirito stared at her all the time. Great, Arya, look at the camera and tilt your head about 60 degrees, the photographer instructed. Like this? Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Awesome, beautiful. Now bring your right leg in front of your left leg and put your right palm under that elbow. Yes, that's it. That's it. Amazing. She seems to be natural. Not to mention she got a good face too. Mr. Scrapton said, I don't know. Kirito looked at Vivian pose for the camera. He looked around and noticed that everyone was staring at her. Leaving the work aside, he made an unpleasant expression of discomfort. The shoot was carried out smoothly and came to the end in the afternoon. Vivian changed and found Kirito waiting for her at the main door. I'll go get the car, he said. Vivian stood beside Mr. Scrupton while rest of the team was packing up. Good things we finished up early, Mr. Scrupton said to Vivian with a smile. Sir, may I ask you something? Yes, sir. Who is Jiricho? Pardon? Who is he? Jiroboa Hatsuga? The makeup artist. Is he somehow magician? She asked. I don't know what you are talking about. I'm afraid I don't know anyone by that name. Mr. Scripton smiled. You just talked to him. You asked him to do my makeup. He's the one who did my makeup, Vivian said. No, our makeup artist is Miss Tsuba. She did your makeup. I don't know anyone by the name of Jiricho. But I just talked to him. Perhaps you're mixing two events, Miss Arya. Maybe he was someone you met some other time and you are remembering it now. I think I'm a bit tired. Vivian pressed her head. Today was a long day. Have some rest, miss. Yes, I'll do that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Arya, get in. Kirito was already there with the car in front of her. She bowed to Mr. Scrupton and walked to the door. Kirito smiled at him and dropped away. What were you talking about? I hope you didn't tell him anything unnecessary. Kirito was cold again. Say, Kirito, do you remember the guy who did my makeup? Vivian asked. You mean the woman who did your makeup? Yeah, why? Never mind, I think I need some rest. That's so unlike you. Are you sick? He asked. No, I'm just exhausted. I'll be fine after some rest. They entered the apartment and she threw herself on the sofa. Home is the best place to be, she thought as she muffled her face into the pillow. Suddenly Kirito appeared above her. She turned back and looked at him. What? She asked as she looked into his eyes while staying, laying on the bed of sofa. Nothing, sleep. He walked away. Without giving it much thought, Vivian went to sleep. Meanwhile, Jiricho sat at the top of Tokyo Tower looking at the moon. You can't run from fate, honey. He got up and blocked the moonlight with his hand. I guess it's time to go to work. He jumped down, disappearing in the dark, and he just disappeared it right away. The next morning, Vivian opened her eyes and looked ahead. Kirito was talking on the phone while fixing his tie. He looked at Vivian and hung up. You're up. He walked towards her. Yes. She looked at him. Are you leaving already? You overslept. I'll cook breakfast. Vivian got off and ran towards the kitchen. You don't need to. I'm getting late. You can't skip breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day. She started chopping an apple. He walked towards her and looked at her. Why can't you wake up early? He asked. I'm sorry. She looked sad. He took a deep breath and don't cook me a dinner. He walked out the apartment and closed the door. He looked into his phone screen while walking. He reviewed a call and picked it up. I'm done with my shoot in London. I'm back in Japan. At the airport, pick me up. Wait, I'll be there right away, he typed. Alright, let's grab something on our way back. Kirito kept his phone inside his pocket. He sat inside the car and started the engine. Meanwhile, Aoi walked to Vivian's apartment with a small paper bag in his hand and pressed the doorbell. I'll be right there, she said from inside, and soon she opened the door. Oh, Aoi, hi, she greeted him. Hey, he greeted back. What brings you here? Can you teach me how to make an apple pie? He asked. You don't have a class today? She asked. No, I'm free today and I got apples. She chuckled. Come on in. Pardon the intrusions. He entered the apartment. Kirito and Erika sat at the table inside the cafe. Erika was clicking pictures on the food of the 15 minutes now. You said we should eat. You aren't letting me, Kirito complained. Just one good picture so that I can post into my Twitter and then you can eat anything. Anyway, I'm on diet. Like seriously? If you were going to eat, why did you ask me to get food in the first place? Kirito said. Oh god, stop sulking. I hate it when you do that, she said. Here, eat. I'll just update my account. He looked at the pie and took a bite of it. This is shit, he thought while chewing it. I got you a souvenir from London. She looked into her purse and took out a ring. It's a platinum jewelry. Cost me a fortune. I've got this matching. This one is mine and this one is yours. Wear it all the time. You know I can't, he said. People would just think it's your marriage ring. What's a big deal? Just wear it. Yeah, but you are not wife, so that's not a marriage ring. Am I side chick now? Just because you are married? You like me first, okay? Kirito took the ring and wore it in his ring finger. Perfect. Also, Kirito, let's meet out at the night today. It's been a while since we did it, she offered. Sorry, I can't. I got to meet Mr. Scrabton. He said he wanted to talk to me about something, Kirito said. Cancel it, she smiled. Is it so important for you to spread your legs tonight? Yes, it is. I'm your priority, aren't I? She looked into his eyes. You are, he said. Are you getting bored of me now, like all the others girls you have dated? No, I'm not bored of you. Then what is it? You look so uninterested. Is this the first time I'm uninterested? You know how it is. Luckily, Vivian hasn't seen anything yet. She didn't say anything after that. They both just sat at the table quietly. Why don't you tell the truth? Maybe if she knows it, she will leave you immediately, Erika proposed. Kirito took a deep breath. It's not gonna work. How can you be so sure? I have seen it. She's headed over heels for me. It's crazy and I can't make her hate me. Plus, I'm not allowed to file divorce. Erika pressed her hands on his. Then, what now? Are you going to stay this way forever? Kirito looked away. I don't know. I thought I could do it, but it's getting more messy. What about Ethan? We'll have to kill him. Can you? It's not my ability anymore. Kirito sat on one of the table in a cafe and looked at Kirito and Erika. Only a fool tastes the depth of water. He took a sip of his sparrow with both feet.